See. Good morning. Good morning. I think I am live. Welcome everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Say hi to me. Let me know where you're watching this from. I'm in sunny Boulder, Colorado. It's really cold today. It was 4 degrees this morning. But it's gorgeous. So we're going to do with it. We're not going to complain. So here's what I'm going to ask you as we get started. First, grab a notepad and a pen or something to jot down some notes as you get light bulb moments or as you get things that you feel you could use in your business. Because my desire today is to really give you a ton of value and things you can come back to over and over and use in your business. And you think you're going to remember them or you won't. Now, if you are not somebody who likes to take notes or there's no way for you to take notes right now, then I've also created this great worksheet, cheat sheet to go along with this live that is essentially going to have the entire process and all the questions that I'm going to go over with you today. So if you want that, then you can just drop cheat sheet or worksheet and I will get that to you. So let me introduce what I'm doing today with you and what I'm going to share. So in the end, all of us as soulful entrepreneurs, as healers, as practitioners, as transformational coaches and wisdom teachers, what we want is to serve. We want to serve. We know we can help people and we can transform their lives. So our goal in the end is to get them to take a chance on their own success by working with us, to take a chance on their own healing by working with us. Often for most of us, we offer amazing free content, like something like this, whether they're lives, whether they're worksheets, whether they're great posts or videos, or even free events that we do. Those are amazing. And they already offer a lot of value, but they're oftentimes not enough. They're not the same thing as us working with someone, getting our hands, our eyes, our energy in someone's life and figuring out exactly what's going on with them and exactly how to guide them directly towards whatever results, whatever shift, whatever transformation they want. So today I'm going to give you a few powerful questions that is essentially, they're going to help you get in the right mindset yourself, but also they're going to help you shift your client or your potential client's mindset so that they feel empowered to say yes and to start working with you. Because essentially, that is what this is about. It's about transforming people's lives by them being willing to work with us. When you hear something that resonates in this live today, in this training, drop me a heart. Say yes. Let me know in some ways that what I just said is resonating with you and it's making sense. This will really help me figure out what's helping people and what's having an impact. And it will also let the social media gods know that there's some good stuff that I'm sharing here so that they decide to share it with more people. So my wish for you today is to give you some really super actionable steps and wisdom that's going to transform you and your business and the way you grow and run your business so that you can enroll, you can reach more ideal client. This isn't really just about information. There's information here, but this is about transformation. Our transformation, our clients' transformation, and the world's transformation. In the end, all of us here, if you're watching this video, I know that you're here because your mission is to transform the world, and transforming the world is what you're about. All right, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Ilsa. I'm a tea junkie. I'm a dog mama. I'm a spiritual nerd, and I'm a business growth alchemist. I work with transformational coaches, healers, spiritual leaders, practitioners, essentially helping them to fill their schedule, reach more people, and put their brilliance out into the world and create a super simple, successful business that they love without having to work more or without having to sacrifice themselves or do some really nasty type of marketing that totally leaves them drained. Because if we don't love it, then it's not success. By the way, don't forget, if you want the cheat sheet, you can totally ask for that cheat sheet. Just put cheat sheet or worksheet in the comments. And if you want more support to help you reach and enroll more of your ideal client, then you can schedule an aligned business breakthrough session with me. And the link is going to be in my bio. And I will also put it in the comments at the end of this live. All right, welcome, welcome. If you're just jumping on, let's get started. By the way, let me know what you do. Like, what kind of transformation do you bring the world? What kind of impact are you creating? And feel free to share this video. Feel free to tag people if you think that there's something in there that would help them. The more, the merrier. So let's get started. Often, when people decide to work with me, it's because they know they have something to offer the world. They have a gift they're meant to share, but they feel invisible to not reaching the right people somewhere in there. And so, or they're reaching people, but they're not their ideal clients. So I help them clarify their message. I help them build aligned, unique, soulful marketing processes and strategies so that they get visible, so that they increase their authority and they start reaching and attracting and enrolling the right kind of clients. What I have found happens with a lot of my clients is once they have the right messaging in place, once they have the right offer, they know how to talk their walk, they know how to talk about the value of what they do. They're starting to really step into their authority, their positioning, their expertise, essentially. So they're bringing in people, but then they're struggling with helping people take that next step to work with them. So they know they can help these people. They know they're perfect clients for them, that they could help them make a difference. But what they're hearing a lot of, I can afford it, I don't have time right now, maybe later, let me think about it. So essentially, a lot of money and time objections. And what happens is it starts eroding our confidence. We're doing all this work to put our brilliance out there, to really serve people, to get people to know we are here and that we have exactly what they need. We're letting people know how different we are. We're having oftentimes an amazing interaction on a call or in Messenger with people, and people are essentially getting in their own way about taking the next step. When that happens, when people essentially don't feel the urgency or really grasp what's possible for them by working with you, and they fail to act, not only do they lose, but obviously you lose. It's already a lot of work putting our business and setting up our business strategically and intentionally and the energetics of it. So, what I'm here to show you today is how to really amp up the amount of people who will say yes to you and the amount of right people who will say yes to you, because essentially there's one thing that's actually worse than a no. It's a yes from the wrong client, the wrong person. So I'm going to give you some powerful questions to ask that will make sure that the person in front of you is aligned and is the right client for you, and will also really raise and maximize the chances of that potential client to say yes to working with you, and find a way to work with you now, not in 3 months from now, not in 6 months from now, not next month when they have money, but now. Okay. I'm going to give you a story here. This is a story of Maria, and this is a really common thing. So actually, Maria had a pretty successful business when she came to talk to me, but this was her thing, and this is a true story. What she said to me is like, Ilse, over the last like few weeks, I've had 9 calls and 8 no's. What happens is that that's 8 misses. That's 8 missed opportunity for her potential clients and for her. And what was going on with her is at this point is she was starting to really feel resentful because she was spending all this time on calls with people and not getting them to move forward, even though she knew she could help them. And she was starting to have a lot of self-doubt. There's nothing that will kill your business, your momentum, your excitement, your light more than self-doubt. So I gave him a few things to try. And I actually, my homework for her at the end of that call was to go back to all of those 8 people and to reach out and to try some of the things I'm going to give you today. And she actually got, within like a week or 10 days of our call, she messaged me back that she got 2 more yeses. So here you are. I'm going to give you 6 powerful questions, and then I'm going to give you a bonus 7. The first um, the first 3 questions here are for you. They're questions that you need to ask yourself to be in the right place energetically and to make sure that you are making an invitation to the right client. Because I think for all of us, we're so excited about serving that sometimes we will work with the wrong people, and that will also sap the energy. Unconsciously, we'll start creating an ambivalence about enrolling clients, which we're not conscious of, but we're sending people our way. We're sending that energy to them, and that's partially why people are saying no, because they can intuitively tap into the fact that we're ambivalent. So it's really important for you to know exactly who you want to work with and to basically work mainly with people you absolutely love working with and you're going to feel energized working with. So here's the first question. And this is an internal question. And this is something you want to ask yourself and tap into before you get on the call. Here's the question. Who do I need to be? Who do I need to embody to completely step in my power, in my authority, in my expertise right now? Before you get on a call, you want to literally connect with your sovereign self. You want to really tap into how brilliant you are. You want to tap into the results you've gotten for yourself, for your clients in the past, and how much you know you can change people's lives. And you want to really step in that trust that if this client is getting on a call with you, it's because you have something for them, or life would not have sent them your way. They would not have resonated with your energy. They would not have asked to be on that call. And to really, literally, before you get on that call and from the get go on that call, step into that leadership. Because people are looking not so much to buy what you have, they're looking to feel and embody what you're feeling and what you're embodying. They see something in you that they want. They sense something in you that they want. So that's the first question is you want to ask yourself, what frequency, who do I need to be? What do I need to embody right now to really step in my power, to really step in my brilliance, to really step in my authority, my authenticity, my expertise, so that I can serve this person powerfully? And you want to step in that energy of this client's already mine, or they would not be here. And you want to start treating them and leading them like it's already a yes, and you're in full leadership. So that's the first question, and it's super important. The next 2 questions are questions you want to ask yourself to decide for yourself if you even want to make an offer to this person. Oftentimes, we assume that just because somebody gets on a call with us, that we should be making an offer at the end every single time. You should only be making an offer to a client if they are the right fit. And here are 2 powerful questions to help you decide whether this client is the right fit. And you should ask yourself, you should look for the answer to these 2 questions throughout the call before you even make an offer to this person. The first question is, do I believe I can help this person? Like for real, for real. Can I help this person? Are they better off figuring it out on their own? Or are they absolutely better off working with me? Selling is serving. You do not want to make an offer for someone that you don't feel you can help. So that's the first thing, is really asking yourself if you can truly help this person, and really step into that confidence that you can, that will help you energetically also sell and be excited in you offering your service. The second question you want to ask yourself is, do I actually want to work with this person? Would I want to spend 3 months, 6 months, a year working with them? Like, do I like them enough in terms of who they are, their energy, to be fully committed to their success? Are they a good fit for me energetically? Will we work well, jive well together so that they can get the best results? You don't want to work with someone you don't like. You literally are not going to be able to give your best to them. And more than likely, they're not going to be able to give you and to give the process their best either. And what you're going to end up with is somebody you resent, somebody you're not enjoying spending time with, who's actually not even getting results. So then now you have somebody in your field, in your program, who is potentially going to not refer clients or tell people that what they did with you didn't work. You do not want that as much as possible. And again, our business is about us enjoying it. So if you're working with people you don't enjoy, you will literally start disliking your whole business. That will ripple out in your marketing, that will ripple out in your sales process, and it will literally, like, you'll get in your own way. It will stall the expansion of your business. So those are the three questions to ask yourself to make sure that you not only like connect deeply with the client and really show up as the leader and with that full confidence, but also make sure that you only offer you to work with someone if they are the right fit. Next, I'm going to share with you my 3 favorite questions that I will often ask someone um, to help them say yes if I feel like they're a really good fit and I can absolutely serve the hell out of them and help them get the result. The first question is essentially for them to realize that doing nothing is significantly more costly than working with me, or in this case, working with you. The second question is to find out if they think we can help them. Does this person think I can help them? And what is their priority? Like, what is it they really want? And I'm going to give you the psychology behind these questions as I go through with them. And then the third is to help them elevate their thinking so that they decide to work with you, not from a place like you want their decision to come from a place of empowerment and possibilities, and not from the perspective of who they are right now and what they're currently feeling. Essentially, they're on a call with you because they're struggling. The part of them, who they are right now, who's in struggle, is invested in staying in struggle. So you want to essentially help them expand who they are and expand what they think and know and feel is possible for them, so that they make the decision to work with you, whether that decision is a yes or a no, from a place of expansion and not from a place of constriction. Because if they try to make the decision from a place of constriction, it's almost always going to be a no, because they're feeling small. They're feeling small, they're feeling in struggle, they're feeling like it's not possible for them. Your job as the practitioner here, and this is literally you doing mentorship with them, you doing healing work with them right then and there, is to help them expand so that they can make a powerful decision from a place of openness. All right, so here's question number 1. You can write it down, or you can ask for that cheat sheet or worksheets. Put that in the comment and I'll send you these questions. You'll have them written down. If you do nothing different, where will your business, your finances, your marriage, your health be in 2 to 3 years? If you do nothing and nothing different happens, what will your business, finance, marriage, health look like in 2 to 3 years? So this is the first question to help them really get a sense that there is a cost to inaction. More than likely, not only will their business, their health, their marriage, whatever they're coming to you for, it won't just stay the same. It'll get worse. It'll fall apart, including all the ripple that that will have in all the other areas of their lives. So this isn't about creating fear, but this is about creating a sense of urgency. Whether they work with you or they work with someone else, if they truly have a problem they need fixing, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And in this case, if nothing changes, things get a lot more difficult. They get a lot worse. So that's the first question, is you want to get them to express to you where they think they're going to be in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years from now, if they don't do anything different. And you want them to claim that for themselves. Here's the second question. Now that we know, and you can say that to them, you can literally say that to them. So now that we know that what it is you're wanting to change, wanting to create, and we know the cost of not doing anything different and staying where you're at, I'm curious, based on this initial call. So this is something you would ask towards the end of the session. Based on this initial call, do you think I can help you? If you and I were to work together, do you think I can help you? And what would be your top 3 things you would want us to focus on? So there's some psychology to that. You know you can help them. You know, based on those 3 questions we asked earlier, and you know based on the call, and you know because more than likely you trust that there's a reason they got on that call to begin with. You knowing that is not important enough. It's not enough. They need to know it. So there's a real difference psychologically between you saying to a potential client, I know I can help you, and you getting them to actually say, yeah, I think you can help me. The moment that they claim it and they say it themselves, you have them. They can't unsay what they said. Now, if you say it, they can resist that, they can deny that, they can argue with that. If they say it themselves, they can't argue against their own self. So the 2-part question is on purpose. They're going to want to tell you what they want to work on, what their top 3 things are. But you want them to say in that way, I want to work on this and I want to work on this with you. So do you think I can help you based on our call? And if I were to work with you, if we were to work together, what are the top 3 things you would want to work on together? That's a way of essentially getting them to start being invested in the process of working with you before they've even said yes and start considering what that would look like. And here's the next question, last question. Actually, I have a bonus one after this, but if your client gives you an objection at the end, regardless of the objection, they don't have the money right now, things are really busy right now, they have to talk to whomever, maybe let them think about it, maybe next month, maybe in 3 months. This is what I want you to ask them. Is the you, this is the question. And again, if you want them like written out, just put cheat sheet or worksheet and I'll send that to you. Is the you who right now is telling me she doesn't have the money, she doesn't have enough time, is that your current self, the self who's stuck, the self who's frustrated, who's afraid, who's ill, whatever their problem is? Or is that answer coming from who you want to become, from a future version of you, from the part of you who wants transformation, who knows transformation is possible? So this is you kind of start setting up the part here for them to realize that they're making a decision from a place of stuckness, and stuckness is always going to be invested in staying stuck. So you want to ask them, is the answer, is the objection, is your answer coming from sovereignty, from possibility, from expansion, from transformation, or is your answer coming from who you are right now and from the person who's experiencing? And then you name the problem. And then you say this to them: I want to invite you, whether your answer is a yes or a no, I want to invite you right now to step into what's possible and to make this powerful decision to move forward or not from the from where you want to be, from who you aspire to be, and not from the person you are and where you're at right now. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. So you tell them right in there, if this is not a good fit, that's totally okay. So it's not a pressure about them saying yes. It's a pressure for them to start stepping into being an empowered force in their life and to make a decision from empowerment and not from constriction and stuckness. A lot of folks, they show up stuck and they're afraid, they have doubts, which is so normal, and they make the decision to move forward or not from that same place of doubt and stuck. And what they do is they keep on creating self-doubt, struggle, feeling stuck. When you go there with your clients, you are literally giving them in that moment a path to fulfillment just by them being able to consider what expansion, what possibility, what transformation feels like for them and who they would be in that place, and inviting them to start moving in their life today from that place. That is one of the most powerful things you can do for your client, is to really give them a taste in the moment, in an embodied way, of what is possible for them, and to invite them to choose and decide and essentially be in action today from that place. You've literally started healing them. You've literally started transforming them. What we're doing here, and this goes back to what Einstein said, you can't solve a problem from the same level of consciousness that created it. People cannot make a decision to heal, to transform, to change from a level of consciousness that created the problem to begin with. And so our big job as practitioners, as mentors, as guides, is to essentially get them to shift that consciousness so that they are making the decision from where they want to be and not where they are now. Okay. So yeah, in this last question, you're literally shifting them from the quality and the level of thinking and experience that is keeping them stuck, and got them to get on that call with you in the first place, to the level and quality of thinking and of being that will actually lead to transformation. And you're getting them to decide from that place, including if the decision is no, this isn't a right fit for me. That's totally okay. But essentially, you do not want them to make a decision from a part of them, from a place where they're invested in the status quo, because they got on a call with you essentially because they want change. So we want them to embody that change and decide from change and not from the status quo. So here's question number 7, my bonus question. And this is more something that will help you in your business than something that will get your clients to say yes. So it's a little bit of a different question, but this is a great question to ask anyone who's in front of you that you've had a great call with, whether they're deciding to work with you or not. If you feel like they benefited from the session and you had a good rapport with them, then you want to ask them for a brief testimonial of the call. So referrals, testimonials, social proof is literally the lifeblood of most businesses. The aim of this question is to guarantee that no matter how the call ends, whether they work with you or not, the call is a win. And you get something for the time and the energy that you essentially poured into this client. So here's the question. Was this call beneficial to you today? And if they say yes, which more likely you will know, you won't ask this question if the call was a flop. You will only ask it if you know that you're going to get a yes to that answer. Was the call today beneficial? Did you get some value out of this? And if they say yes, then you might say something like, I wonder if you might be open to telling the camera right now or to writing in the chat right now if you're on Zoom, how this call helped you. Like what are 2-3 takeaways that you got out of our session today? And I would like you to give me permission, if it feels right, for me to use that to let people know the value of chatting with me. And then you get them to, if they want to do like a video, you just press record. If you're not already recording your call, you just press record and record it to your computer. And if they don't want to record, you just have them write it right in the chat. And then you make sure you either take a picture of the chat or you copy and paste the chat so that you can use it in a testimonial at some point in the future. So again, if you want all these questions, I know there was a lot here that I gave you today. Just put cheat sheet or worksheet in the comments, and I will send you the worksheet I created to go with this live that has every single question in there. And if you want more support from me, if you want support to have a quantum leap in your business in 2022, then I would invite you to book one of my aligned business breakthrough sessions. Essentially, the first step to reaching and enrolling more of your ideal clients is to decide you want support, and then to let me get my eyes on your business. So I can see exactly what needs to be tweaked to get you better and more consistent results. I can help you design a really unique, really authentic, aligned business that's simple and uses step-by-step strategies with absolute inner alignment. And this is so that you can show up as your most powerful self, the most confident version of yourself over and over and over in your business. This is a way, like when you mix that strategy, that simple step-by-step marketing with the energetic breakthrough and with the embodiment of who you know, like your own brilliance, who you know you're meant to be. This is a way of growing your business that's literally creates twice the results without having to work harder, without having to sacrifice your freedom, your joy, yourself. And this session will give you an opportunity to see what working with me and what growing that kind of business looks like. So you're going to find the link in my bio. And you're also going to find the link after this live. I will go and put it in the comments of this live so you have access to it. This is a full hour of you and I essentially partnering together to figure out what's getting in your way and exactly how I can help you and what needs to be done to attract a lot more of your right clients and how to make your first or your next six figure with a lot more ease. We'll essentially create a roadmap for yourself that's totally unique to you, to success, and figure out what working together might look like and how I can essentially help you achieve your business goal and actualize your purpose with a lot more ease and a lot more speed. So that is me. I hope you got some value in there today. Feel free to reach out to me if you want support or to book one of those sessions. And again, if you want the cheat sheet with all the questions, so you have them in black and white in front of you, just comment cheat sheet or worksheets, and I will send that over to you. All right, guys, that is all from me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and weekends, and we'll talk soon. Bye.